What's up, guys? I'm Alex Cave, and this is Down to the Roach Podcast. What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of the podcast. Oh, man. As Robbie would say, I'm here and now. Now and forever, man. Almost didn't make it here today. People can't drive. I'm just going to be real. And I mean, we kind of know this, right? Like, you know, the typical, like, yeah, man, I get it. People can't drive. But no, like, I don't know if it's the summertime, but people just don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, there was a time when people knew that, you know, your car would fucking let people know that you had something going on, that you needed to do something, like maybe take a left, take a right, maybe even come to a stop. Motherfuckers out here don't care anymore, man. They'll fucking have a 15-car pile up for no fucking reason right in front of Sheets, and they'll just be like, I was trying to show you I needed to go left by swerving in and out of traffic. You crazy bastard. These people out here, man. These people really out here. But we made it. We made it. It's interesting the way things turn out, but I mean, shit, dude. We can still make the best of it. We're obviously probably going to go out for drinks again, like we always do after the podcast. And I always find it interesting, man. It's like, why do we go bar hopping all the time? You know what I mean? Like, can we go fucking, like, let's just go jump the fucking, let's go get some appetizers or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go, go to 5 different places to get 5 different apps, brother. Everyone's walking around wasted all the time. Then half these dudes aren't showered looking like Jack the Ripper. We were out the other week. This motherfucker, we're sitting there at Rex. This man tries to hit us with, y'all tourist. Tourist. Okay, he's going to look at us and say, y'all tourist. Looking like that little duck off Chicken Little, or I think that, or that female duck. God bless him, man. And he was just, that boy wanted some friends. And we listened to him. And then this fucking black man across from where we were sitting, he was hearing the conversation too. And because conversation was just about, how, like, men, it's safe. I don't care what city you're in. I don't care how safe you think it is. It's okay. Men feel safe when they walk down the street. It's just the way it is. Girls always have to be looking over their shoulder. This guy was like, y'all tourists. You don't understand. This place is totally safe. Then this dude, we wasn't even talked to, heard it, and he was just like looking over at Justin. He was just like, oh, he's safe. Me, I ain't safe. He's like, come to my part of town. I was like, oh, God. And I mean, it's just in like this little sitting area. And I'm just looking over at everybody. I'm like, what are we doing? Jordan just starts dying laughing. Because it's like, what else can you do, man? Just listen to all this nonsense. But Buddy tried to hit us with tourists in our own city. He's lost his fucking mind, brother. Oh, hell yeah. Speaking of brother and a lot of good time, there'll be more videos uploaded on the channel this week. There's just a lot of good content that I've saved up that I just haven't posted. So, and then Rob keeps reminding me I need to post it. So we shall. Today was supposed to be the first guest episode, but that didn't happen, which is absolutely fine. We have the first guest episode happening next Friday. So all that's good. And it's interesting, man. This is kind of like the 4th of July episode, yeah? Like, happy 4th of July, brother. Them boys are out there fucking slinging bombs and damn holding up that red, white, and blue with a couple damn broken fingers, dude. This is for them. My great-grandfather was a bomb specialist in World War II, brother, and he would he'd tear up. He loved baseball, and he'd tear up when a war movie would come on. And, he had to fucking, separate a couple families from their other family. You know what I mean? He had to send those people, to their spiritual life. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. It's different back then, man. It's different back then. That's why parents had so many kids, because they just knew, they didn't care to watch you all the time. Have about 4 kids, let them watch each other. One chokes on a damn, one eats too fast and fucking can't breathe. You got 3 other kids. They can bury that one and keep the family alive. Now everyone don't want to have kids, man. If you're having a kid, you're having it with this person, then you fucking realize that you shouldn't have done it. Then you're moving on, finding another person, be like, this is the one. Getting pregnant, then waiting for the kid to come out, and then realizing that it was a mistake, and you just keep hopping around. But hey, that's kind of more tribal than the prior, where you're just having sex with one man, because that's what I think it's dolphins. I think it's dolphins, or is it? Listen, forgive me if I'm getting this animal in the sea mixed up, but I think it's dolphins. But female dolphins will have sex with a bunch of male dolphins, because if the male dolphin can't tell if it's his kid or not, then he won't kill it, because they'll try to kill the other one's kids. That way, it will force the female to only mate with that one dolphin. And this literally could not be dolphins, but shit, man, I'm just pulling it out of my head. Actually do one of two things: either stop getting so drunk during the podcast, or take better notes. We'll figure it out over time. But yeah, man, it's interesting, dude. Dolphins fucking just acting wild, man. I'm in for it. That's why I was hoping, fucking if some shit would have went down and we would have been in the ocean, dude, a dolphin would have took us back to shore. Justin would have passed out, but fuck, it is what it is. It's been raining over here in this part of the fucking world, man. It's been rainy and cloudy, but it's been humid, so I really don't know how to feel about it. But shout out to the tanning bed. Man, I can't get out of them tanning beds. They feel good. They're kind of therapeutic, right? People are like, you don't need to be tanning. Bitch, it feels good. Once again, it's a hot casket. Sometimes I'll be in there, and after the 15 minutes, I'll be wanting to get out and thinking I'm in heaven, brother. I'm like, oh, this is it. We made it to the other side. But, I go in there, and the girl's like, you need to wear the peepers. She called them peepers. Adorable. She's like, you can get cataract. I was like, yeah, I don't need none of that. She was like, she'll see some of the young kids come in there and just go in without the glasses. And I'm like, oh, well, one, that's because they're retarded and young. And then two, listen, they're hillbillies, man. You're over here talking about, they might get cataract, and they're like, yeah, my dad drives a Cadillac. Can I get in the tanning bed? Sure, man. Sure. I don't know, man. It's interesting, man. It's interesting. I'm pretty pumped up for what's coming up next here with this. Me and Joe's been talking, and we've been hitting a lot of funny notes about this relationship podcast coming up. And if this is any true thing that just rings out, brother, is that I was with this chick this one time, man, and she'd eat that Cajun trail mix, and it would literally make her asshole, make her breath smell like a dead skunk's asshole. Her asshole probably wasn't much better, to be honest with you. But hey, man, that's what it's about. Just getting drunk, ripped, and living your life. I ain't gonna be mad at you, man. As long as you're not hurting nobody, out here starting wars. Fuck. We were out talking the other night, and y'all will hear him on here soon. But old Father G, our brother Nick, he's not happy with this blow dart situation, man. He is literally gonna have to take care of old Daddy Trap. My man's trying to call him out. So we're gonna have to get him on the podcast soon, because he's got some shit to say. He really wants to come at my boy and let him know that he's not gonna do this shit no more. And we support it. We got a whole squad here for it. So, but listen, man, we were walking downtown the other week, and these homeless people low key are trying to like take over certain fucking blocks, brother. We literally had this guy being like, they don't want you here. They don't want you here. Pushing old boy out and getting him going. Then the minute we leave, he follows us. Hey, brother. I'm like, man, no, you're not getting any money. And it's crazy because I was soft to this shit, dude. I really was soft to this shit. And the more I started coming downtown, Robbie and Justin just showed me. It's like, man, you just gotta tell them to fuck off, man. I thought it was ruthless. I thought it was mean, but then you start seeing the crazy shit they pull off, and you're like, oh, I gotta be crazier. I got to be crazier. And speaking of crazier, man, what the fuck is wrong with people just dealing with that? People settle with shit nowadays. I know some people that they're just like, yeah, man, I get this moonshine. And I'm like, bro, you know good and well it's rubbing alcohol and some fucking diesel gasoline mixed together. It ain't nothing real. It's like, dude, I'm not buying my moonshine from anybody that doesn't look like they come from a product of incest. You know what I mean? That's how you know they got good moonshine. Because all the knowledge is staying in the gene, in the damn genome, brother. Yeah, man. Yeah, I was looking on Snapchat this past week. It's not even this past week, really. Like, it's just been a while now. But there's this kid on there, and it kills me. He's like 13 or 14 years old. And his name's like Bunchy, but he's like a football kid guy. But man, they will turn anything into fucking just entertainment. And I don't know who's this kid, like who's he for? Like there might be some people really into sports being like, he's the one. I've been following this kid since the beginning. But his dad treats him like he's a fucking NFL star, man. It drives me a little crazy. I'm just gonna be real. The kid don't even know what the hell's going on. He's always talking about, like, I don't know, man. He's just trying to, like, that kid in every snap, he's a little too much. Justin's favorite word is cringy. Yeah, it is, man. Yeah, it is. You know, on a side note, I think it was funny. I was talking to Rob earlier. I was like, man, ain't it funny how, because we all masturbate, right? I would assume. And it's just like, have you really become a master at being a masturbator? I know a lot of the times I'll be watching TV, man, and, you know, you be going to go put them fucking couple hitters on, and you go to pause that bastard, and, you know, if someone you look up to's on screen and they're fucking looking at you, you can't roll with it. You know what I mean? Fucking, you know, show me a plant. I'll wait until, you know, that pan up to, you know, the sky, or you fucking zoom in on the trash can. Hell yeah. You know, it's weird, man. I didn't say this last week because it's like it kind of threw me off, honestly, when I heard it, because it really, really sucked. One of my like childhood like best friends, his mom passed away, and it was like right before I was coming to the podcast, and I'd heard this shit, and it was just really, really sad, man. It sucks. That woman, man, I don't know how many times she like bought my meal after church and stuff, and just all the fun things we had like done together. So you know, like life is interesting, man. It's weird because you can always have like these set notions and these things you believe until that someone you love is gone. Then you really start questioning things. Just want to start having the conversation, people. It's okay. She's getting crazy, man. We're out here footing on this motherfucking rock. Just going through space. She can get creepy, dog. She can get creepy. But that's why a lot of things set up to make you not even notice it, brother. You know what I mean? Yes, sir, no, ma'am. 40 hours a week. You're stuck in a loop, dog. But then sometimes you remember you see some shit go down and you're like, oh man, you know, I'm in a simulation. This shit can't be real. I can second that. You know, catching up with people, this can be a life lesson right here. If you've been catching up with, and maybe you've done this and you fucking experienced it, but listen, you cannot just be catching up with anybody anymore, man. Okay? These people will fucking have you out here like trying to take you underground. You understand what I'm saying? I remember, it was like a year or two ago, I went to catch up with a friend, and it wasn't his fault. He was with this chick, man. And they're like, come on over, we're grilling out. I was like, oh, hell yeah. So I get ready, pull up, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Don't act like I won't pull up, smoke and drink and eat some food. You're tripping. Who you talking to? I don't know how much longer I got here. We'll fucking make something of it. And I pull up, and I just see this dude outside, and he's fucking grilling, and I'm like, I don't think I'm at the right place, but I think this is it. So, you know what I mean? I'm not shy to just be like, am I at the right? Is this the, no? Oh, okay. So I pull up. before I even get out, before I even park the car, Buddy's just telling me to get out. He wants me to hurry up and get out the car. I was like, oh shit. And I get out, man, and he's like, come here. I want you to, you gotta taste this, brother. I was like, oh shit. I don't even, listen, this probably lasted for a good 10, 15 minutes, and I still did not know if I was at the right place or not. And he's just like, yeah, man, they call me the Grill Billy. I was like, oh, dude, whatever's, just please, I just want to go inside and see my friends. He's like, nah, he's like, man, I was like, hey, man, is blah, blah upstairs? He's like, oh, don't you worry about that. I was like, oh, God. That's when I was like, I'm going to have to defend myself, man. I'm going to have to watch out. I'm going to fucking get a rag over my face and wake up. Be somebody's rug, dog. But this man proceeds to get me a piece of the chicken skin that's fallen off of the chicken that was wrapped around the grill. Okay? And he goes, he said, this is mine and yours right here. Takes some scissors and cuts it. Now listen, if you ever had any grilled meat done properly in any real circumstance, this would have been delicious. This man he throws it back and just starts chewing, and he's moaning and groaning, calling himself the Grill Billy. I swear to God, he looked like that dude off a Waterboy that whenever they threw that Hail Mary and he just started fucking, holding his damn nipples. He looked like that guy. And Buddy straight up looked at me. He's like, all right, man, go ahead, get in it. So I'm like, oh God, I threw that bastard back with the hopes of it being as any good grilled food should be. Dude, that thing, bro, it was slimy. It was like a fucking loogie. I remember I just instantly just swallowed and was like, oh man, in my head, what have I done? What have I done? But he proceeds to get drunk as fuck the whole time. I finally make it upstairs and see that my friends are here. I'm like, why didn't y'all come save me? Jesus Christ. Buddy's just raving on about all this crazy shit. Come to find out, I think he was trying to fuck me. For some reason, whenever I go he's chasing everyone around trying to hump him for some reason. This is like a fucking 40, 50-year-old man. Okay? Chasing everybody around, trying to hump him. I'm going to leave finally, and he's like, I'll ride with you to the bottom of the driveway. I was like, oh, of course you would. Of course this man's going to fucking, this might be the end, or I'm going to have to kill somebody right here, dog. And we ended up getting down to the bottom of the driveway, and he's just like, man, I had a good time. I'm glad you came. And he's just looking at me with this goofy ass fucking look on his face. And I was like, oh, dude. I was like, yeah, man, I really appreciate it. Well, I have a good one. And he finally gets out the car, but I'm telling you, Buddy was wanting me to fall in love. Buddy was wanting me to fall in love. But now I see why Justin wants me to fucking get a strap. You know what I mean? Can't be living like this, man. Always fucking struggling, trying not to get caught, not trying to fucking get killed, man. Every other fucking second, you got to do this. Like, I like your blonde hair. I'm like, thanks, homie. They're like, come taste this real quick. I'm like, oh, it's pizza? He's like, something like it. Get the fuck out of here, man. I already told Rob, I was like, yeah, bro, you're gonna have to find somewhere good for us to eat tonight. We've been going to the same bullshit, but whenever you got old daddy trap coming, you got to be very, very fucking specific. My man is different. You know what I mean? He isn't too basic. He isn't meat and taters. But we can't go on a fucking a crab. I think the craziest we can get Justin is fucking King's Crab Shack. I don't even consider Can Pie crazy. I mean, the crazy thing about it is, he about gets sets on, fucking fire every time we go. But damn, man. Damn. Recent events this week. Some of this shit's actually pretty funny, dude. I was looking through some of it, and A lot of it, dude, a lot of it was sad. One of them I'm not even gonna like really dive into, but I will just touch on it, just like in honor, like it's horrible. But I don't know if anybody heard, and this happened like right when we got back home from our trip. But in Miami, a hotel or this huge building collapsed, man, and a lot of people got trapped under the rubble and killed and stuff. And this first responder was on the scene whenever he wasn't the one that found her, but he was on the scene when the person did. But he was a first responder helping out, trying to find stuff, and his daughter was found. It's like some of that shit, man. That's like, bro, that's brutal. I was like, that is not even something, dude. Yeah, recent events are interesting because when you go hunting and searching and paying attention to what's going on, you got to be careful, brother, because a lot of this shit will just try to put you in a depressive state, really try to bring your ass down. But I found this was interesting. Everyone's seen the BET Awards, I would presume, and if you did, you see or at least know about Lil Nas X and that tremendous performance, you know. Literally, there was an article headlined, Lil Nas X comes out as power bottom. What? Power bottom? Like, y'all, this is really what we're talking about. This is news, okay? It says that he comes out as a power bottom and shuts down homophobic bigots in one fell swoop. The representation was all we needed. So, there you go. This shit literally says, it is right there in the Bible, Leviticus 18:22. Conservatives can't stand the thought of a gay bitch thriving. What? Bro, am I tripping? Was I not paying attention to the Bible? But apparently it's the mantra that applies to everybody's favorite rapper, Lil Nas X, who's apparently everybody's favorite rapper. But, yeah. And obviously all this comes about because on his performance on stage, Buddy straight up kissed he ends his performance of that track. What is it? Montero, I think. You know, Call Me By Your Name. No, 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 no. Is, you know, the shit. But they said my man was dressed like a sexy Egyptian pharaoh. Pretty much wearing next to nothing. And ended the performance by kissing his backup dancer. And then, you know, you got people losing their fucking mind, standing ovations. You got a couple old men fucking falling out in the hospital. Damn Diddy apparently stood up and gave you know, his fucking seal of approval. Diddy came out and said Lil Nas X did that. Be fearless. So now everyone's fucking losing their mind and urging Diddy to come out as gay after praising Lil Nas X, which is interesting because listen, you're not gay just because you know you're in support of what somebody done. But it's just funny how things, man, just getting crazy. Lil Nas, like, you know what I mean? Like, you remember this shit's blowing up almost like because dude, it wasn't even that big of a deal when JT pulled out old girl's titty. It wasn't even that big of a deal. But hey, that was back in the day. See, back in the day, a lot of things, I feel like they were a big deal, but if they were a big deal, they would be such a big deal that you'd be like, we don't even want to talk about it. Like that one guy that was famous on Oprah for being the pregnant man. His name was Thomas Beatty. Like, that's crazy. Then my buddy, it was in 2008, he went on Oprah. And was just like, yeah, I'm the pregnant man. And it's nuts because he met this girl that, cause he was just that guy. You know what I mean? And then he just met this chick, and he was just like, there ain't no way she's gonna fall in love with the pregnant man dude. Oh, she did. She did. And it's interesting because I had forgotten about him. So then whenever I come to this term of screaming out that I was pregnant when I get too drunk and sleep deprived, maybe that's what that boy was. Maybe they need to give him a breathalyzer and give him a good solid, 12 hours of sleep. It's probably what he finally got and was like, oh, no, I ain't pregnant. I was just tripping. But that's what we do, man. We trip about a lot of shit. I mean, Japanese officials warn us that potential surprise attack on Hawaii from Russia and China. Tripping. Now, listen, we say tripping until some fuck shit happens, right? And then we're like, we should have been paying attention. But Russia and China are coordinating military exercises to threaten not only Taiwan, but also Hawaii. Allegedly. I mean, how do I really fucking know? You know what I mean? That sounds like some Pearl Harbor shit. We really going back to 1942? Is that really what we're doing? Or was it 44? Buddy, I wasn't there. But I'd go to Pearl Harbor. I'd stand out. I'd take a picture where a couple bombs were dropped. A couple Japanese figured they'd make their last lay down. It's probably all it was, dude. It's crazy. The thing, man, they didn't have to come over with them jets, brother. They could have just come on vacation. They didn't want to. They really didn't want to. But, yeah. It literally said that, according to senior Japanese defense official who was warned the United States to beware of Pearl Harbor-style surprise attack. Right, like I just said. Okay, so, once again, could you imagine 2021 a Pearl Harbor surprise attack? One, I doubt that could happen. We wouldn't see that shit. It says we have to show the deterrence towards China, and not just China, but also the Russians, because as I told you, that they are doing their exercises together. Japanese deputy Yoshiki Nagarishadai told the Hudson Institute this week. So, that was interesting, man. That was interesting. So fucking be ready, y'all. Some of y'all have been stocking up stuff. Good, because it's about to get fucking hot in this bastard. If you ain't been getting into the sauna, you better get ready. We're living a little bit too comfortable, all right? Them boys from across seas are going to come, they're coming for us. You know what I mean? They want your oodles and noodles, dog. They want your soft sheets. They want your thick-ass mom that's cooking hamburger helper every night. You know what I mean? They're coming for us, man. That doesn't mean we can't stay positive, dude. We can't stay positive. I think me and Rob are going to work on a book for scripture. I really do believe that. It'd be like just City Boys Up Scripture Volume 1, I think, honestly. Alex Egan's 1:1. Thou shalt not live on or in Jacksonville. It's a dangerous spot, brother. And then Robertson's 3:4. Thou shalt not fall trap to extravagant, goddamn decadent, goddamn glorious desires. Amen. Amen. How could you? Shit will do that to you, brother. You're not paying attention. You'll be fucking out here thinking everything's good. Next thing you know, you spend all your money, you fucking lost. You're running from the cops. Wouldn't be the first time, man. Would not be the first time. Robbie was talking to me today. He's like, yeah, man, it's funny. He said, you used to, when we come downtown, he was like, we go out and drink. You wouldn't get that drunk. He's like, but now the more, and then, we have the trip and you come back, and then the podcast. He's like, I love how drunk you're getting. He's like, I can't stop, dude. I can't stop. You ever been swimming without getting into a pool? That's that. Just living the dream, dog. At some point, you just start fucking floating. We got to get an air on. Okay, as y'all can see, the shit's hitting. We got to get a on air sign for the studio. Trying to make things a little bit more homey. Rob says he's got a camera, so we're going to test that out here soon. That should be really funny. Get some things set up. Add some goddamn decadent, goddamn extravagant, glorious fucking designs to the crib, man. But yeah, dude. Some of that just be some of our glorious endeavors, dude. We got to get some of that. We got to get some boxing gloves for the squad because, like I said, we're going to put on some events, dude. We're going to put on some events. Some of these boys out here, like I said, we got a couple squad members that just be doing shit to be doing shit. We'll all be trying to have a good time. Next thing you know, I really thought we were just hanging out with each other, just living. Now I realize I have to get a fucking bulletproof vest and some trial weed fibers just to sit down with my friends. It's funny, you know? You got some of these crazy bastards. It's funny. They're having a good time. Well, they're going to get us killed, man. I remember we were downtown one weekend, and we were going to this little spot. I don't want to give away where our spot. We got this nice little Mexican spot, and bro, I'm always trying to try something new, something different, man. Fucking, I'm always tired of some damn ACP bullshit. Okay, give me something authentic or authentic-ish. And I was on the East Coast, dude. I'll be seeing them tacos, where you fucking dip in the sauce and shit, or dip in the, apparently it's a soup. What do I know, really? And my homie hooked me up, brother. Father G hooked us up with some of them tacos, bro. He showed us what they get, how to get them made. Them bastards a thick hit. Had Rob, fucking twisted around, not knowing what he's going to do next, bro. That's the new Chick King from my homie. He don't know, like, that's all he's getting now. Fucking Burger King still talking about the Chick King. They're trying to say this out doing the Whopper. I don't want to hear it. Please stop. No, the fuck it's not. You know what I mean? Just stop on that. Apparently here recently, it's not even recent events, bro. This is just mind-blowing shit. People, loved ones, have just been getting calls from people they know. And it would just be silence. And apparently people would be buried or locked away in something, and they'd be tied down, and they would be, just set up just enough to where they could make that phone call. And they would just keep calling. It would just be silence. But with that being said, man, Janice, after the 25th call, I don't care if you're alive or dead. Enough is enough. You know what I mean? I'm trying to fucking watch the new episode of Loki, brother. I'm trying to see the new episode of Bad Batch. Stop bothering me, dog. Oh, man. We live in a different part of the world, dude. We live in a different part of the world. I got people posting Facebook pictures with fucking black eyes and shit. I'm like, how'd you get a black eye, man? And this is why we were chilling earlier, and old Diddy Trap just woke up from one of his naps. The boy hustles, so his sleep is rare, and the man couldn't even form a cohesive sentence. It was beautiful, but sometimes you just gotta know when to hold 'em and when to fold 'em, dog. When you don't know when to fold 'em, you have somebody that'll fold 'em for you. Robbie was like, hit me up when you wake up, baby. He didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I remember fucking we were all hanging out one night, and shit, well, this was actually the morning after. Me and Robbie was up just talking loud. I mean, man, me and this dude, like, it's so funny, dude. Robbie would be dead ass asleep, and you'll walk in the other room, and without dude being loud or anything, he don't even move a muscle. He just says, he goes, "Morning, buddy." And I'm like, "Oh, what's up, dude?" And we just start talking and laughing about shit early as hell, man. And you just hear from the distance, "Shut the fuck up." And we'll just keep talking. And we're like, "Bro, you hear something?" And next thing you know, you just really start to hear it. And Justin's just, "Shut the fuck up." Oh, okay. My bad, homie. That dude's a trip, man. You can't take him too seriously. He's funny. He is ridiculous. Some of the stuff that I had lined up for the day that that didn't fully come through is totally fine. But I will say there was some interesting stuff to talk about, man. Like, I remember a lot of people, if they even do, dude, I'll have to try to get a version of this so people can still hear it because it was god fucking awful. But, dude, the first mixtape, Hazy, and it was so dumb, man. What a dumbass play on Jay-Z's name and about like smoking weed and shit. But a full blown, I think we had like 13 tracks on it, something of the sort. It was just ridiculous, guys. It was ridiculous. It was really fun. But I think that's just what everything's about, dude. Like you know, I think everyone has this set in mind of, you know, everything has to be perfect. Or if you're doing something, it has to be because you want it to be big or you want it, bro. Just do shit to have fun. Enjoy life. Every time I see Robbie, he's like happy whatever the fuck we got going on next. Every time I see him, we're celebrating something. I'm telling you. There was nothing going on after I could see that man July 5th, which I think I honestly am, and he'll be like happy whatever, like there'll be something, and it makes sense. It's never just bullshit, dude. You just gotta live. You just gotta be happy what's going on, man. Live in the moment. Once again, here and now and forever, brother. But yeah, dude, these drinks are starting to hit me. Well, they have been hitting me. I'm sure we're all ready to eat. I know Papa Ball, he's ready to meet up here soon. We gotta meet him honestly in about 30 minutes. But yeah, man, I hope everybody enjoyed the podcast this week. It was just a chill ass podcast, man. It was just a chill one. Which is funny, I should have started out with a couple chill ones and then gave y'all the first one. But it's about to ramp back up. Just getting in, man, and just rambling just for a little bit. These first couple, we're just starting out. You know what I mean? That's what that's exactly what I was saying. Like a lot of people think like everything has to, dude. If you wait for things to be perfect, you'll never start. You just gotta fucking hop in, dog. Tighten some wrenches and add some shit while you move along, dude. Add some shit while you move along. But yeah, man. I hope everybody enjoyed this podcast. Next week we got a lot of awesome shit going down. Me and Joe Craver are gonna really dive deep into all this crazy shit, man. That's going to be a nice long podcast because I'm telling you that girl was a trip. So it's most definitely not one to miss. It's going to be the first guest podcast, Jordan Craver. It's going to be really, really interesting. But yeah, man, I hope everybody had an awesome time chilling this week. And I will see you on the next episode of Down to the Roach.
I don't want you waiting too long. She hold me down like gravity. We on the front page of them blogs. Would you be mad at me if the